Hey, what's going on? This your boy Maas Apeal, and I'm back with my homeboy, Your Weekend Gardener, and this is the two Aries. And I'm back after a weekend of birthday party. As you can hear, I lost my voice. Really, I lost my voice watching the I lost my voice because it was kind of cold one night, and I didn't have no jacket on.
That's that softness.
But then, man, I lost. I really lost my voice when Israel Adesanya knocked that dude out. And I yelled to the top of my lungs, man, because it was and I had a great weekend. My birthday was on Saturday. My best friend drove up Saturday morning. You know how we do. We got dressed up and went out and drank bourbon and smoked cigars all day. So my Saturday was very eventful. We ate. He left, and I went back out. I went back out. And, no, one of my homegirls said she wanted to take me out for my birthday, so we went to this little place in Walnut Hills, real nice little place. They had a door for the men and they had a door for the ladies. I think it's social something. But yeah, the drinks were really cool. She wouldn't let me. She wouldn't let, even though it was my birthday, she still wouldn't let me pay for the drink. So I was surprised. But yeah, my weekend was cool. Then I woke up Sunday morning and drove to my mom's and hung out with them and got to hang out with my jelly bean and man. So my weekend was real cool. Man, how was your weekend, brother?
Man, you know my weekend, bro. I work, so I don't get those amenities like y'all do.
Hey, man.
I be working, man. Work, work, work.
Yeah,
So
man. You work 7 days a week, brother.
7 days a week, man.
We
No,
gonna do we gonna do a show about that, man.
my nickname is No Days Off. No
I mean, and it's yeah, no days off. But
days off, bro.
so what happened at the Who Scout this weekend?
Well, I mean, it was a cool weekend. I mean, the boys somewhat behaved, so it wasn't. It's only two. We're down to two boys. I don't know the next time we're gonna get more, but yeah, we just have two. If you want to call them criminals. I mean, you know me. I work with the kids that in gangs like MS-13, guys who rob people, guys who break into people's homes, um, pull out guns on people, drug usage. So it's just an array of crimes these young kids commit. And then when they get there, they act like, "Why am I here? I want to go home." That kind of mess. So
Yeah, man. Today
no
was very. What was that?
no accountability.
I mean, funny that you said that. Today in my hometown, Louisville, little young dude went on a rampage, man, and killed three executives and a loan analyst at the bank where he was employed. They haven't came out and said a motive, but I'm kind of guessing it was probably disgruntled about something. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think he killed the police.
Like police too.
Yeah, and I think they killed him. A total
Yeah,
of six people are dead now, and they said 8 people are injured. So I guess this dude shot 14 people. They said he ran up in his job with an assault rifle. So yeah, man.
it's probably the special that AR-15.
Probably, but yeah, man, it was crazy, man, because like 9 o'clock this morning, I'm at the I went and changed my license. I got my tags changed, and I'm getting my tags changed, and one of my buddies sent me a video, and it was just a dude popping off. And then I looked at the video and they said that they had already confirmed 6 dead. So it was like, wow.
Where was he? Which state and city?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Wow, man. Y'all getting wild out there, man.
Nah, they been wild out there, man. But this just a recap of everything. And now to tonight's topic. And tonight's topic is the beginning of a series that we're gonna do. And this series that we're gonna do is we're gonna take a introspective look at women. And this is just me and your weekend gardeners, just observations.
Yeah.
And our opinions. And we're also going to have some ladies that are going to join us from time to time during this series. And if you had a chance to look at the promo that we put up, you'll see that, we got West versus the World, masculine or feminine, leave them alone, gender roles, culture wars, modern versus traditional, pursue them, and lastly, protect them. And you'll see the ones that are outlined in white. Those are the ones that we're going to discuss tonight. And even though we have these topics right here listed, there could be add-ons to this list. But these are just some of the things that we talked about when we talked about doing this series. And so yeah, tonight's the first night. And I'm gonna let your weekend gardener take over for a little bit so I can drink some of this hot tea and get my throat together, my voice. But yeah, join us. You're more than welcome to leave your comments on what we're going to discuss. But yeah, we want some engagement. Like I said, we're gonna have some ladies that are going to join us. So it's not everything that we do in this series is not going to be from a male perspective. So you ready to join us for this ride?
Yeah, for the ride. Well, definitely, we need to get the like engagement up. I think the last show we had about 162 views and maybe what was that, 9 likes.
Yeah. Shout out to the man. Shout out to my subscribers.
Yes.
Shout out because I did put out a call that said that we wanted to at least have 100 views of our shows, and shout out because one of our shows had 166 views to this date, and then another one I think it said 102. So yeah, now we just need to get the likes up, like you said, because the likes are what's going to help us hit the algorithm so that we can have engagement with more people. The more people we have engagement, the larger that the opinion can be. So that's what we're really looking for. But like I said, I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna let your weekend gardener lead. I'm gonna jump in, but yeah, he's going tonight because my voice is crazy.
Yeah, we gotta get them likes up because I got kids.
You're wild, man.
The first thing I wanted to cover on the list that I thought was interesting was, should we protect our women? And I saw a video the other day with Raul, Please Act Right. And if you haven't subscribed to watch his videos, go watch his videos. Brother's on point. But it was just showing a Black woman saying that we should protect them. And there was no context to it. It was just, hey, we're Black, we're women, protect us. And then what he showed was the perspective of how women treat Black men. So
what's going on, Bud? What's going on, Bud? Faz, how you doing tonight?
what's going on, Bud? Yeah, so my perspective on protecting Black women, I'm going to say this. Overall, I'm going to say no. I'm just going to say no. They grown, they're independent. They got it like that. They got the money. They don't need no man. Protect yourself. Let's see where that go. Well, that's where I'm at with my opinion.
Okay.
But what I talk about is I only talk about the ones who have that kind of energy. That's who I'm talking to. See, because I don't want people to come on here and think that, oh man, he just bashing women. He just don't like women. Nah, nah, I love women. I love black women. But those little mouthy ones, they be running their mouth. They be like every bit of 4'8", and they act like they 6 feet with muscles. Man, you got it. You jump in your man's face and he punch you out. Ain't my issue. It's your issue. What you can say about that, bro?
Man, just to be a contrarian, man. I'm gonna say that I kind of disagree, man. I mean, and I know what you're gonna say when I say this, but I mean, the women in my family, I'm gonna protect them, man.
You say you don't?
I will. Yeah. So so I can't overall say that I agree with like you said. There's a certain segment of women that I mean they come across like they don't need our protection, but as a whole, I think as a black man, you want to protect the black woman. So I'm gonna just say that certain circumstances you can say nah, protection is not warranted. But I mean, I think that there are certain situations where you know protection is warranted. So I mean, it just depends on certain situation. Now,
Okay.
when we're talking about like domestic disputes and things like that, I mean, you have to be a really really good observer because I mean, jumping in those type of situations, I mean, it can lead to disaster. So I mean, I think you got to look at protection in a context. There's different contexts where different situations where some type of protection is warranted.
Mm.
But
You know, just a funny story is my brothers had we used to call it a cabaret way back in the day.
yeah, I've been to the cabaret.
Okay. So it's BYOB,
Yeah,
but they set up,
BYOB got the tables and yeah.
yeah. So we had one of those, and it was out in VA, out in Hampton. And I saw this lady, and I'm gonna try to be quick with this story. I saw this lady was popping her butt. The lady had to be about maybe 5 foot on a good day, hair whiter than mine. And they were saying, "Oh, that's such and such mom. She's like in her 70s or 70." And I'm like, "Ew,
Come on, man.
man, she had spandex on." I'm like, "Really?"
I mean, 70-year-old. I mean, yeah, man. I mean,
Yeah, there you go. So later on, as the night went on, I'm sitting here looking at her popping her booty, and there was two more little short girls too. They were younger. So one of them got into an argument or started cussing this dude out. Dude was like maybe 5'10", 5'11". I mean, she's all like bop, 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 head bobbing and everything like this, and calling him every MFer that she can think of. She even made up some words. And this dude sat on the dance floor. I mean, stand on the dance floor. He's drinking this beer, whatever, and he's paying her no mind. But what if that switch would have came off as she touched him? As a black man, and I saw that, I would mind my business. She got what she deserved.
I mean, yeah. I mean, some people you can't save.
Yeah.
I mean, someone will step to the lady and say, come on, calm down, calm down. But if somebody just gonna go through you to try to get to somebody, I'm not holding nobody back. But
You know what the bad part about it was, bro? Is I was looking at the women who was sitting down,
mm,
and they knew this chick. My brothers know this chick because she's on their Facebook page. So I'm not sure if there's some kind of family or whatever. But there was not one woman that checked her. Say, "Yo, sis, you need to calm down."
yeah, I mean,
Because first of all, we're at an establishment. It ain't your house. We're at an establishment, and you're yelling and cussing at the top of your lungs, talking about you're gonna F this dude up, you're gonna do this to him or whatever, whatever. And I already know as a black man, had I would have went to her and say, yo, baby girl, chill, whatever, 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 I would have been cussed out. She would have tried to assault me. So you would think that, what about some of the women there? How come they know her? How come they ain't saying, sis, chill?
And that's what I was gonna say. I mean, I've seen situations where a dude get out of line, and dudes will step up like, "Hey, brother, hey, man, you kind of out of line, man, chill out."
Yeah.
And from a group effect, sometimes that person will, look within and calm down. Whereas, I don't think I have seen situations where some women try to stop a person, but sometimes, man, people, I don't know if it's liquor or ego or whatever, but some people just can't be stopped until somebody put hands on them. And then, sometimes certain situations it takes for a person to get hands put on them for them to understand the gravity of something. So
yeah, because jokingly, I didn't know the dude, but I went up to him and I kind of leaned into him. I said, "Yo, bro, man," I said, "You need security to walk you to the car because it sounds like she waiting on you outside." I wouldn't be surprised if she was waiting on him outside, man, because she had that kind of energy.
hey, man, I mean, in terms of protect them, like I said, some people deserve protection and some people don't. I mean, but overall, I'm gonna go. Overall. I'm gonna go on the pros that we should protect black women. I'm gonna let you have that. Don't we're not gonna protect them. And I'm gonna let you go ahead and expound on that some more, because I mean I got a little bit more to say. But you said that you don't think that they deserve protection. So yeah, I'm gonna let you expound on that a little bit.
I look at the situation as the black man, right? In this country ran by them other folks. What I concern myself with of this is anytime, and this has happened in history, anytime one of us goes to help someone and at the wrong moment, cops can be around and they assume that you're in on it or you're the one who did it. And as a black man, I'm not going to take that chance. I can't take that chance, of a woman being beat down or whatever, whatever. I mean, maybe I call the police, but me jumping in there and doing all that, nah, man. I don't want to get hemmed up. If something happened and she said it was him too, nah, I'm not dealing with that, man.
Yeah, I saw a video. It's been going around on YouTube with the lady and the man on the airplane, and I think the man was sitting in the lady's seat or something, and she just basically started cussing him out, saying she was gonna kick his ass, and and the dude is laughing, and she said, "You laughing? I'll kick you." And it's like this dude, like you said, this man is about 6 foot something. And this little bitty woman is talking about she's gonna kick his ass and stuff like that. And people are trying to hold her back. And just like we said, it was a man that jumped up to try to hold this lady back, and she was trying to get through him to get to the man. And her friends that were behind her were just watching her. So, sometimes it takes people to. Sometimes we have to police ourselves because sometimes people haven't been exposed to certain situations and they may not know how to act in certain situations. And it takes somebody that, got some levity to be like, come on, let me holler at you. Let me calm you down to understand. Because the thing about playing on airplanes now is, it used to be where, that airline would ban you. Now once you get put on the no-fly list.
Yeah.
So, like I said, some people can't save themselves. So
Yeah. And it would have been very interesting had no one held her back. Would she still have that same energy?
I mean,
The old thing is when you ready to go at someone, you say to your boy, "Hold me back." because they don't really want that smoke.
Right. But I mean, sometimes as a man, you gotta be bigger. And sometimes you may just have to restrain somebody as opposed to putting hands on them. But then, you try to restrain somebody and then they start kicking you and stuff like that. So it's a different situation. But
But you escalated it.
yeah,
You escalated it.
being a man, you're stronger. So sometimes it's just about restraining them.
And the thing is that one dude who stayed in his frame, his masculine frame, he just looked at the little girl and was like kind of like chuckling a little bit. I'm gonna drink my beer, and I got this little mighty mouse trying to fight me, but she don't really want to fight me because there was no one between the two.
Yeah.
So she stayed on the porch barking at this dude, and he just looked at her like, "Little girl, please."
And I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a man that's got some, he's looking at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
As opposed to, some men will take that as a slight on their manhood.
Yeah.
It ain't a slight on your manhood. That's just a chick that got testosterone.
Did you hear about that one story in New York where this chick said that this dude stepped on the back of her shoe and she proceeded to call him like every other name, feminine and all that stuff. And he was following her and she kept mouthing off. And the dude said to another guy, "Is this your chick?" And the guy was like, "Nah." And he proceeded to punch her out. And it was just like, and no one helped her. And then she came on Instagram, she's telling her story, and it's like boo hoo, blah, blah, blah. And a woman got on, it's like, "Sis, you should have shut up." Because when that dude said that I fight women or I punch women out, and then you're gonna sit up there and say, "Oh, you fight women, that's feminine energy. You got feminine energy."
I mean,
You gotta
some people believe in protecting themselves no matter if it's a woman or a man.
Yeah. Well, she got washed.
What's going on, Black Money?
What up, brother?
I mean, and then it was a video that was going around a couple of years ago. A little girl on the subway in New York was messing with the dude. The dude had an 8-ball jacket on.
Perfect.
And the
Perfect example.
Little chick just kept on, and he was like, "Lady, leave me alone." He's like, "Man, I got my jacket on. I'm coming from work. Whatever." And she kept on messing with him, And boy, he put the smack on her. He didn't hit her with a fist. He hit her with an open hand slap. And yeah, her whole face was rearranged.
Legend has it that she still feels that slap.
Hey man, that dude had lightning. That dude had lightning in his fingertips. Yeah, Black Money. You know which video I'm talking about? The dude with the 8-ball jacket.
Yeah,
he slapped the fire out there. But I mean,
whoo, yeah, she was on fire. He put that fire out.
Like
he came from New York with that slap.
Now I'm not even gonna lie. I've been in clubs and I've seen situations where somebody put something in somebody's drink, and I tell the woman, "Don't drink that." And I look at that as a form. I look at that as a form of protection because I know what this dude is up to. He didn't put something in her drink, or I knocked the drink over. Or sometimes it ain't even about stepping to the person that's trying to do something. This is just about taking the situation out. So yeah, I done seen situations where somebody try to slip a little peel in a chick's drink and stuff like that. Yeah, and I warn them.
Now I agree with you on that kind of protection. I agree.
Because I got sisters. I got mamas. I got grandparents. Yeah, I mean grandmothers. I got aunts. And if someone, I look at stuff like if someone was there, I hope that they would do that if it was one of the ladies in my family. And sometimes I look at situations like that. Like I've been at the crosswalk and then be an old lady at the crosswalk and she might have her bags or she might have groceries or something, and I carry them groceries across the street because I look at that as a form of protection too. So I mean, there's different ways you can look at stuff. So yeah. But like you said, some women don't warrant protection, but I don't want to look at. I think that those is less. There's more women that you want to protect, as opposed to you just want to just walk You want to walk past the situation.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, there's some, but overall, like I always say, it's the ones that are seen are the ones that are loudest. And right now, the wrong woman is being seen. And this is going to be on a different show about the masculine, feminine woman. So we can cover that on another show. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But let's move the top. We can come back to protect them at some point. But let's talk about pursue them.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah, let's talk about pursuing.
Now, the data I got on that for me personally is way back when, because I haven't dealt with chicks in a long time.
I mean, I got some current stuff that I can explain.
You got more current stuff. Yeah, my stuff is kind of like I gotta like blow the dust off that joint. But back in the day when I used to go after women and pursue, I came across a situation that you probably tell this story where I'm at the bar and this young lady appears to be looking at me from across the bar. The bar was like a circle. So on the other side, it appears that she kept staring at me, right? So my boy was like gassing me up. Man, look at her looking at you, man. Man, you don't get that number, man. You out of the club. You know, that kind of thing, right? I went over there. I wound up getting the number, but she seemed like she wasn't as interested as it appeared her looking at me all night. So, in essence, it was a waste of time. I may have called her once, but it was a waste of time. And right now, as it stands, I stopped pursuing chicks, man. I just stopped.
I think as a whole, black men pursue women. Black men pursue African American Western women a lot less than they did when we was in our 20s. A lot less. And I mean, as we've grown, I mean, yeah, just it's like you said, you're like you it's like a lot of false clues.
Exactly.
Like a lot,
Exactly.
but then not really false clues. Some women, a lot of women go out and it's an ego thing for a man to come up to them and try to pursue them. It's ego for them to, you know, diss him in front of her, diss him in front of all the women that are there. And it's a certain tact that you can do with things, but
You,
I've
you,
I've seen it. I've seen, yeah. I mean, case in point, like I said, a couple weeks ago, I went to go see my homegirl doo wop perform, and this lady was staring at me the whole. I'm talking about everywhere I walked at, she was staring at me. I walked and I sat in the seat behind her, and she turned around and stared at me. I'm talking about looking in the eyes. We're having eye contact with one another.
yeah.
So it just went on, and my one homeboy was like, "Man, this lady keep." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Man, but I'm not gonna say nothing to her." He's like, "Why not?" He said, "Man, she giving you the vibes."
You knew better.
And I was like, "Man, those are fake vibes." I was.
Mhm.
He's like, "What do you mean those are fake vibes?" I said, "Look where everybody's at." I said, "Everybody is up front listening to the poetry that's going on." I said, "It's us two back here. We just got drinks, and her. She's sitting at the bar alone. Nobody else around her." I said, "She's looking for attention. She wants somebody to come say something to her so she can be like, no, it's an ego thing." So he was like, "Nah, man." He was like, "She don't even look like that type." And I was like, "Watch this." Went over and spoke to her like a gentleman, like, "How you doing? Whoop, 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 whoop. I got a man." I said, "Nice to meet you. You have a good night." I turned around and walked off. And I went back and he was like, "Damn." I said, I told you. He said, "Man, that lady was staring at you the whole for the last 25 minutes." I said, "I know." I said, but it's a game. It's like cat and mouse. It's like you gotta come. I'm gonna tell you no the first time, and you gotta come back to. Once you tell me no,
No mean no.
yeah, no means no. So, I mean, a man is always gonna, but I mean, pursue. I'll be real. I'm very particular and about who I approach. I might go out. I might not approach no. I might not approach a woman the whole night because I'm going out for the entertainment of me. I'm not
Yeah.
going out in the pursuit of women. I mean, I used to do that, but now, man, sometimes I just like dressing up and I like going out and I like feeling the ambiance. I like having a good time. So, I mean, that's becoming more of a regular for me now as opposed to going out with the intent to try to find a woman.
Okay.
Hey, Miss T, how you doing? I'm gonna put the link up for you. But yeah, I mean, you want to pursue women, and you want to, you that's what we're men. That's what
We're,
we do.
we hunters.
We're hunters. But it's just like, nah, and the thing about that is life is built upon being able to get rejected, accept rejection,
Yes.
recalibrate, and come back with a better. But but the thing about it is, a lot of times there's no rhyme or reason, and women have said that there's no rhyme or reason why they say no. They just
Can I tell you a funny story?
yeah, go ahead, brother, go ahead.
Back in the day when I used to go clubbing,
Mm-hmm.
it was this one particular club we used to always hit, and this particular club was college night on Wednesday. And this probably, man, this was a hot club. If anyone watching it from the DMV area, they probably heard of RSVP. The club was banging. So one of my homeboys from high school, this cat had no fear. He like the word no did not shame him, right?
I mean that's as a man, that's how you have to be.
But we were younger, so we didn't know, we didn't know that game yet. You get what I'm saying? Of the rejection.
Yeah.
So this cat would go to a table and it'd be like five women. And I'm watching him. And he was like, "Excuse me, would you like to dance?" "No." "Excuse me, would you like to dance?" He went all the way around the table and then got five no's and said, and walked away. It is like, "You all right, bro?" He was like, "Whatever."
Yeah. Yeah, man. He's there to have a good time, man. It's like you
Exactly.
won't dance. You won't like. I'm not trying to holler at you. I just won't dance.
Exactly.
And, I mean, that's what I'm saying. To come, but hey, some people will go with no link. Some people feel like I'm gonna spend my money, and one of these ladies in here is gonna dance with me. I'm gonna get me a dance before I leave her tonight, and I feel that
Yeah.
because I mean, you go out now, it's like a fashion show. People just walk around in circles and look at what people got on.
Yeah.
People don't really dance no more. People don't. So it's like, and then like I said, you got people that are just walking around, and you will see. I told you, man. It
They
was
come and
it
they
was
come and get you, bro.
75. It was 75 degrees here today, and yeah, it's been. I don't know.
Yeah, it brings them out.
Yeah, it's been wild today. The tower, but when you go out now, you'll see. It's like, man, I don't understand. It's like some old sock hop type stuff where you got the dudes on this side and you got the women on this side, and then you got dudes that's doing they little shimmies or they little two steps that they do together, and and I don't understand it. So yeah, man, I just observe.
Do you say the two step?
Yeah, man, dudes doing their little two-step routines together, man.
The last time, I'm going to be real, the last time I went out was on your birthday. You took me to the bar, or we went to the bar.
Mhm.
All I kept saying is, "I'm done. I can't do this. I'm done." Said the sock hop.
Yeah,
Black money,
man.
you funny.
Yeah, man. They on one side. The dudes is on one side, eat black money, and then the women is on the side, man. And everybody took their shoes off and left them at the door, man.
But yeah, man, when we went to the bar, man, and that chick, that young girl started grinding on me. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, dipping. But yeah, little shorty was grinding on me, and I thought that was just the weirdest thing. It's like if this chick don't get off of me,
Hey, man. Some women get off on doing it, man.
yeah. And
And
I
that's
knew
why
it was, I knew
that's
what
what
it was about.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to be picky, man.
Yeah, I knew she was playing a game, and it's just like really. And
But I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I'll be back on in just 1 second. I had to do something, but I'll be honest. I can't even tell you the last time I done met somebody at a club or something like that, and it was really fruitful to even meet up for a second time because you at the club, man. This man, I think I've had more success in meeting women in the public when I'm at like bookstores or just in I'll see somebody and I'll just compliment them on how they look.
keep it moving.
I've met and keep it moving, but a lot of times a woman will stop me and say, "Thank you." Nobody has ever, nobody comes up and because men are scared. I'm never going to be scared to approach a woman because I'm never coming to anybody in a disrespectful fashion. I don't cat, I don't cat call women.
Yeah,
So it's a different way. I don't know. I approach women differently. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I've had more success than just meeting people in passing on the street, at the bookstore, at the library. Because I
but
mean,
right now in today's time where we are right now, I'm gonna be real. With the group of women that's running around, the loudest ones, I wouldn't approach a woman. I wouldn't pursue or approach them. I say what's up if I get eye contact and I keep it moving. I just keep it moving. I don't know. I haven't seen a woman in a while and then say, "Oh, she looks good. Let me say something to her. Maybe I can get her number, whatever." Man, I haven't done that in years, and that's because of the attitudes that I mostly see when I'm out here in the streets. And it's just like none of these women are smiling. None of them look approachable. Then a lot of times they're wearing bonnets and all kind of craziness and those big old fuzzy slippers.
man, I ain't even going nowhere with no chicks who wearing bonnets at, man.
Damn, man. I'm like, what are you wearing? It's
Yeah,
it's almost like it's almost like, do you know what attracts men? When's the last time you dated a man? Do men actually like a bonnet? I mean, one girl, she had a bonnet on and she was with her man. And I'm like, you didn't check that? You didn't check that? You let your woman who's supposed to be representing you leave out of the house with a bonnet on? I'm like, come on, man. And then then they got them big old fuzzy slippers on, and I'm looking at this like, that's not cute. It's not cute. And you're gonna get Ray Ray and Pookie in them. They're gonna like that. They're gonna say, "Ooh, I need to get that number." But an established gentleman like myself, I'm like, nah, because that look like trash. Sorry, but it does.
yeah,
It's
I'm
not
not even,
cute.
but I'm not even me. I'm not even approaching them. I'm not even looking that way.
No, not interested.
I'm not even looking that way. So
Miss T said she don't do the bonnets.
I was going to put that up.
I saw a video one time where this young lady was talking about going out to the store, and she had to rush and go to the store, and she's like, you know, I didn't get a chance to put my hair on, my face done up, and I didn't dress up. I just had a t-shirt on, some spandex, and some tennis shoes, and I had to run to the store to pick up some bread or whatever she had to get. And she said that so many dudes hit on her that it was unreal. She's like, I wasn't even made up. And it's like, well, that's your clue. Men don't like all that stuff. Well, most of us, we don't like all that stuff. All those accessories.
But the thing about that is, a man would rather see a woman in her natural state as opposed to all made up. I mean, that's my preference. I'd rather see, because the thing about it is, if you look good at your what you would say is your worst, I mean, that's gonna give me some. It's gonna give me a good feeling. Okay, if you look good now, I can imagine if you really throw something on. So that's like I said, I like just meeting women in passing. So it's not even really. I'll be honest with you. The women that I meet, it's not even like a pursuit.
Yeah. Okay. So you're not talking about you see a nice woman at a club and you're just like, oh shoot, I gotta get with her. I gotta meet her.
I'll be honest with you, man. When I go to the club, I don't even, that's not what I'm. Man,
no, I know that's not. I know that's not
I want to have a drink, and like I said, I'm going for the ambiance. But if I come across someone, but I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
But the thing about that is, I'll go out, and even though I'm not trying to talk to nobody, I'll still buy a woman a drink. I'll buy a woman a drink, and then just walk straight off, like I wasn't even trying to.
Yeah, because the expectations is, you bought me this drink. What do you want? And it's like, it's not even like that.
Yeah, because I didn't see, but I have seen men who buy a woman a drink and they think that they're supposed to be able to stand next to that woman all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, you get some dudes that they can't get a clue. But yeah, just to pursuing these chicks, man. I mean, I think that a lot of times they don't get the correct choosing signals. Like you said about the young lady at the bar who was looking at the art show that was looking at you. She was somewhat giving you a choosing signal, but it wasn't the right one. It was more playtime for her. So what happened is, what's up, boy? TMI.
TMI jumped in all the way from Thailand.
Oh, it's 10:16 a.m. there, give or take. Yeah, so it's daytime, so that jet lag didn't get him.
Man, we got bring TMI on so he can tell us about that 24-hour flight. What's going on, brother? Man, but
okay, he there.
Where were we at?
No, I was saying that the woman at the art show, she was giving you choosing signals like, hey, look at me, I'm over here, I look cute. And you're supposed to come at her, but she didn't give you the proper choosing signals.
No, she gave me hyena signals, and she
exactly.
She did the hyena laugh.
Yeah, yeah, and that's not the correct one. You know, not to stop the show, but I always have to do this. This is what I'm drinking on tonight. God dang, my background sucks.
Yeah,
I'm drinking on Yummy Brew, which is a loose tea, and one of my buddies, she has her own tea company, YummyBrew.com, and I order my tea off of there. There we go. And this flavor I'm drinking on tonight is mango lemon punch, and it's real tasty. I put a little bit of brown sugar in it, stir it up, lovely. We are going to have Lindia on the show.
I'm drinking watermelon.
You got to hold it.
Yeah. Drink watermelon papaya.
Watermelon papaya. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, quick shout out to Lindia. And we're going to have Lindia on our show. We're just trying to get the what's the word I'm looking for? The infrastructure. We're trying to get that together. Lindia is also the author of this book right here. And
whoa.
Was that?
Go ahead. I was about to say, all I can say about the book is whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm 2 stories in and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. And of course, I got the edition with the panties on it.
Yeah, I still got the panties, but the book is out the panties.
The book's out the panties? Okay.
Yeah. You haven't read your book.
Stop. Don't say that.
Yeah, you haven't read
it. If my vagina can talk.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. when I read books like that, I mean, that gives a brother hope that it's women out there that still still are looking for something good.
Yes, yes. And Linda is she's a very sweet young lady.
And you know
Her,
what?
her
You
and
know
her.
what?
Hold on a second, man.
Go ahead, my brother. My bad.
Yeah, her and her girls did chapters in the book, so she's not the only author of the book. But go get your copies on Amazon and on her website. Support Black-owned businesses. Okay, I'm sorry, brother. What you saying?
You straight. I was gonna say that it's good that we're talking about pursuit of women, and we got our homeboy TMI that flew all the way across the world to Thailand.
Yeah,
in the pursuit of happiness.
Let me know if I need to cut his mic in case he get outrageous.
Man, we can't hear you, brother. Your mic is muted.
Yo, can you hear me? Hold on one second.
Hold on one second. Put his shirt on.
Ain't no damn water.
I don't know, man. You should have had him on the show. There go our ratings.
Oh, man.
Hold on.
24-hour flight, so
you know the brother's gonna be tired.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. It's 10:20 p.m. It's 10:20 a.m.
Yeah, it's 10:20 a.m. there.
He flew forward in time.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
12 hours.
Yeah, that was a long flight, bro. When I told him when I was coming back from Thailand, I think it was dark, daylight, coming home. I'm like, man, I was ready to drive the plane myself. I'm like, y'all going too slow.
So are they going too slow?
Yeah, man, that plane was going too slow. On the way back, man, and then it was kids crying the whole way. It was like 3 or 4 kids, and they
it's always like that.
Yeah, they took turns singing. The kids was crying and singing. I'm like, I can't take it.
So how was the flight, TMI?
Oh, hold on one second.
There you go, man. Come on, pay. Okay. So pursuit. Let me ask you a question. What about you being pursued by a woman? Has that ever occurred? Maas?
I've had a woman buy me a drink before. I've had a woman pursue me.
Okay. How does that feel?
I mean, it would make any brother feel good to be pursued by a beautiful woman. And the woman, because the thing about it is, if a woman approaches you, you know she's serious.
That is a fact.
If a woman does the approaching, now I'm gonna preface this. I don't mind a woman approaching me, but I would not let a woman propose to me.
Oh yeah, no. That's a more simp mess right there.
Now, I've had, and that's the good thing about a woman approaching you is that if a woman approaches you, is she serious?
That is true. I can attest to that.
Now, if you are some public figure and you got money and stuff like that, that's a different story.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that.
But a regular dude, for woman, that's more than choosing sign. That's just a done deal sign. Now it's just on you if the woman is to your liking or whatever.
Facts. I want to kind of, until TMI get herself together, I want to kind of go into the other direction.
Let's go.
All right, go ahead. What you got?
No, go ahead. You said you want to go in another direction.
No, not another direction. I'm talking about the next topic.
I mean, the next topic on the list of what we were talking about tonight.
Yeah, it was like 3 things.
Leave them alone.
Oh, man, now you're talking to the king right here. I leave him alone. King, leave him alone.
Hold on.
Miss T. I want before TMI start talking, I want to ask Miss T. Miss T, do you pursue men that you are interested in?
Ah,
Oh.
that's interesting.
Yeah, I want to know if Miss T pursues men that she's interested in, or does she see a man and if he doesn't approach, then he just walk by?
Look at this.
I already know Ms. India. I know she already approached dudes, but we're gonna ask her that question too.
It's crazy out here. Beautiful view.
Have you been out, or have you rested up now?
Yeah, we went out. You know, you can't. It's hard to go in the house because you got a lot of sleep.
Right. Okay, Miss T says she is not a pursuer.
Sometimes you can. Okay,
Huh?
I can respect that.
Yeah, I can respect that. TMI, are you a pursuer, or do you like to be pursued?
Depends on what she looks like, to be honest. Like if she's sexy and all that, then she definitely. In my life, the women I dealt with, if they were sexy, they not pursuing me. That's just the truth. Type of women I like.
Hey man,
Oh,
you say that, man, but there's women out here that like big dudes, man.
I know. I've seen it. Listen, the type of women that you showed, I've seen in your what was it? It was a contest or something. It was a bunch of sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wouldn't really be hollering at no. I'm just saying, like it ain't my speed. I ain't got nothing against it. I know a lot of brothers.
No, I feel
Like,
you. I feel
one
you.
thing about when you get older, and this is one thing I noticed, and I was talking to about another homeboy of mine and another traveler. When you get in your 50s, it's weird because you start becoming like friends with dudes in like high school, at least for me, and a few dudes that I know. You knew them your whole life, but you wasn't really kicking it with them. Then you'd be like, oh man, that's Bernard from gym class, or that's Kevin from. And for the fact that every time I go home, I'm still like from my hood and all that, so I go, kick it and talk to dudes and see their grandkids and all that, and it's just weird because all your other friends, like I got friends that got money, they just don't want to travel. I got friends that make a considerable amount of living, but because they got a 32-year-old and they got a 3-year-old, they can't move around like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just notice how life is just like the same but different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, oh snap, what up? Yo, I ain't seen you since the Jets played the so and so, and you always mess with them, but you didn't really mess with them.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like you go to see people and they still talking about what happened in 1990, and you got new experiences that you want to talk about.
Yeah.
You know what? That's true, and that's definitely true. When I was leaving, because brothers was like, like, oh man, you know what I mean? It was quick. And I'd be like, nah, I'm gonna come back. This is my money is in this house, this town, so I gotta, I'm a
You know what?
landlord. So I got,
How long are you gonna be in Thailand?
bro. I really don't know. The ladies ain't really all of that, man. It's frightening to say. And I had my first dibs on it. Listen, it's a preferred. We talked about horror last night for a while. I think it's just a preferred taste, dog. And then on top of that, it ain't like DR, where you hollering like, "Hey, girl, hey," and slightest thing like, "Oh, and then they come over." Out here, it's more like you gotta be like you like a really addressing the situation. That's like the browsing is different because you say what's up to her and it look like her. And then it's too much spicing. Like you gotta really like weed out this, like almost like you're smoking weed. You got too many seeds in the damn weed. Like you gotta sit that box. I know. There's more seeds than weed. That's what it seemed like. It's like,
Oh man.
That's a
we was
funny
out.
analogy.
We was a soy cowboy last night, and we were going hard. Like I was drunk from the plane. I was drinking an unusual amount of beer, and still not drunk. So we drink, drinking out, we hanging out, and I ain't even thinking about the time or how much sleep I had, and we just chilling. And he's like, "Yo, meet me at Soy Cowboy." So he's like, "Bet." Took a taxi down there, you know what I mean? And it's like, You're walking around, you're looking around, then it's like, okay, you want to grasp it. That's always been my thing. I don't want to just grab. I don't want to just take a bite. I'm in the cereal aisle, so I want to look at everything. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is, like the afternoon back to school special cereal is changed now. So you look at all these different brands you ain't never seen before. Strawberry crisp. So you look at them and be like, man, looking at this and this, and then do you see the ones you want? It's like, okay, do I have access to it? How much? And I get it, the process is different, but it's like a used car dealership. Like you looking for a particular model. You're looking for a Chrysler LeBaron, yo. You don't see no Chrysler. Like you go into a expedition dealership and then it's always like that. It's been like that in my entire effing life, yo. Like, yo, we go over here. That's where the real chicks are. Like, dog, it's almost 2. My whole life we've been on that.
So
like, nah.
So
I won't go over there.
So what YouTubers have you linked up with? I lost my
Sin City, me and Sin City. Basically last night, because I just got here, dog, literally. Like I didn't get my time. I'm in the airport like 2 hours just sitting there just resting. Like once I got through customs and all that, and I'm just sitting there. Cause I did 1,000 videos on the box. So I already know how the money is. You know what I'm saying? As long as you get as long as you get the big ones out the way, you know what you're doing. As long as you know that 1,000 is like $30 and that 500 is like 15, that's it. Everything else don't matter. The hundreds are like 5. You know what I mean? So everything was cool. Like, you look and they pretty friendly, like in the streets, I guess, like hi. You know what I mean? The homeless is like way different out here because they got like straight up babies in the streets. That was crazy.
Yep.
Wow.
Like a baby laying there was crazy to me. I'm like, my God. I was like a human being. I felt like just snatching the like, I will raise this child. This is ridiculous.
So was it like that when you went there, Murph? I mean,
mind you, listen. Go ahead.
No, it was like that. I saw a lot of homeless. I was in I stayed in Bangkok. And out there
that's
I saw
where
a
I'm
lot
at.
of homeless. You in Bangkok?
That's where I'm at. Yeah, because I landed in Bangkok. We ain't gonna stay here, and my Airbnb ain't gonna be ready till tomorrow. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. And these brothers is leaving tomorrow.
Did you find the McDonald's yet?
Yeah, we went to Mickey D's. I just had nuggets. I just.
Did you see the praying? Did you see the praying Ronald McDonald?
Nah, dog. For one, let me tell you something. There's a trillion 7-Elevens out here, dog.
I told you.
A trillion.
7-Eleven.
I didn't get to see that's another thing, dog. It's like DR. It was like you knew exactly what you wanted to do, where you wanted to go, how you wanted to go, and how you. Out here it was like, where do I start? What do I do? I didn't even know. I didn't even have nowhere to stay. I knew one thing. That's one thing I knew. I'm gonna find somewhere to go. But the taxi dude, that's another misconception. I hate to say it, man. Everybody was like, everybody speaks English. No, the F they don't.
Nope. They don't.
I felt like I was still like a kid, like back in the days in the Chinese restaurant, like in '78. They didn't really know Spanish. I mean, they didn't know English like that in '78, especially when they had like their register take over the aisle, rice. That's not really English. I was like, what did the dude say? We passing the exit and all that. I was like, yo.
Yeah. It's I think it's less than 5% people speak English out there.
Yo, no, I seen another YouTuber, whatever, say that, and I was just like, yo, okay, I'm thinking that's cool. Like, you probably gonna run. Now, listen, there have been just like DR, you run into they speak English and all of that. Like I said, I'm gonna be here till like at least May 10th, May 11th to like, I might shoot me up out of here like May 17th. I don't know yet though.
The cost of living is cheap out there. And the greeting, the one word I remember is a greeting called Sawadee Ka. Means hi.
Yeah, Sawadee Ka. Yeah. And there's one for women, there's one for men, and there's one for women. I saw that in the video too, Sawadee Ka.
Yeah.
Dog, to me, I think it's like a preferred taste. Like already, I'm just like, cause I'm so used to one of the things I'm blessed, I think, with it's just like I'm already like waiting for a scam. So I'm looking at the cab driver. Like, don't pull nothing, man. Don't pull nothing. You said 300 baht, 300 baht. Word up. Don't pull nothing, man. You know what I mean? Like, yo. But it was a good experience because it was a switch. Like I was telling my man last night, I was like, yo, everything is set up. Like when I travel to DR, like I've done it so much that half the work is already, it's already, the boxes filled, my street, my address, everything. So I just go. So all that was new to me. Even when I was packing and traveling, I was just like, I got so much of my stuff and my clothes and my life in DR. I don't pack like that.
So you're gonna
But
be able
one of the most noticeable things that we out. We were saying it last night, and it's like an exclusive for this brother's channel. Well, I think he should do another show and strictly with me just talk about Thailand. But to me, I think this whole system is better geared for the white man. I'm sorry. It was, it was popping a little bit. The joint I couldn't get over is when you're calling them. Like, come here. Right now. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Wild boy.
Come here. I'll say, yo, I don't know what else to do. I must have did like 12 times last night to the ones I like. Like, that's how I go about my DR business to any of your viewers out here. That's how I go about my Dominican business.
I
go by first, and she covers the whole test, like the legs, the eyes, and then, get a little vibe when we're kicking it. You could not kick it with them.
So you haven't seen a woman that you feel like pursuing?
Well, for one, I was like, if they on me, I don't really want it. That's just how it is. I don't know. Like I said, I'm too new in the game. You call it exclusive, guard. I'm not gonna fly. You call it exclusive because this is like I'm just now like the first official nap of like I didn't even look at last night like sleeping. I've been sleeping I think like 4 or 5 hours. I look at a nap.
When you landed, you just stayed up until you got tired.
Yeah.
I did that. Yo, dog. Yeah. I told you when I landed, and then when I saw the taxis and everything outside, I swear, I straight up just sat there for like 2 hours just because of the line. And then that's another thing, a misconception too, especially for the big brothers out here. I don't know if anybody watching, but because everybody was like, yo, like you want to really to carry yourself, you're a big man. And then especially with your weekend gardener, we gotta break it down, man, because that's too long. Your weekend gardener. We got like YW.
YWG.
You know what I mean? But everybody kept saying that, like, I hope you're in shape enough, to keep the blood circulating. And man, like when I finally like on graph, like, damn, this is a long ass flight. It was already like 7.5 hours in. So I'm like, damn, this is almost like a cake. You know what I mean? I sat in the extra leg room.
I saw that.
They gave you a good seat, man.
I had a phenomenal seat. I was armed to the teeth, with batteries and all that. So I was not going dead in the air. I didn't watch not one movie.
What?
Everything as far as what I paid every month and downloading all the 790 things on YouTube, I didn't even come close to watching any of that. And then I got off on Dubai. That was dope. And then you know what I mean? You get your stuff, you get to switch the flight. But they were like, yo, they took us to one side of Dubai and was like, oh, I'm so sorry. We got to reschedule, go to the other side. So I'm like, this is good exercise. I bust that down. I ain't need no cart, no nothing. So, you got it. When you're a big guy, you force yourself to be like, okay, it is what it is. Because I walked the last two airports. I walked in like 6 months. So, that's why when I got to the taxis, I was like, yo, I'm going to chill. I sat there for like 2 extra hours.
So what's it like being taller than everybody?
Dog, you don't get it ain't like that, dog. To me, it just looked like the Dominican Republic, but they spoke, that they always go up. I felt like I was talking to customer care about my Sprint bill. I'm so sorry about that. I didn't really tell you the truth. It's really like my first like official day, and I'm just like I'm so used to DR, so it's like different. So I'm just going by like you get, like I said, you get an exclusive. You get the first like comparison, like okay, because we ran into we think there was some French dudes last night. They got weed on every can. Let me tell you, the weed is garbage. I don't smoke weed. I took 2-3 tokes last night, and I was like, yo, I could damn near drive to Cleveland right now. I was like, this weed is garbage. Like I didn't take no hit, no secondary, none of that. I didn't feel no effects. Oh, this is crazy. Cause I'm like, all right, I'm with my brothers. These dudes, I ain't really chill with these dudes, but you know, you around dudes and you like, okay, I know we're gonna have a good time. I know we're gonna be able to really just kick it. Like our dudes is really just cool dudes. Right, man? You can tell you just gonna get in the zone. It's gonna be a good time. And that's what it was for what little time we was around. Professionals, professional travelers, professional hostesses. It was a good time. But like I said, the only but and it was like, come here. Next one, come here. And then you see the ones you want and be like, what do I have to do? I have to go in there, I have to sit with her. And then all the Pattaya YouTubers, all the Bangkok, all the Thailand YouTubers were telling you, like, man, you thought Dominican Republic was rough. Get ready. So I was like, hey.
So how far are you from Pattaya?
That's 2 hours. Like the same from like Santiago to like Sasua. That's what they're telling me. That's what I'm saying. I ain't done nearly even half of it yet. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't be exclusive. You caught me. Yeah, you caught me like right before the effery. You know what I mean? You caught me right before the man is getting ready to start. Cause I was like, cause I heard you could really take them and just chill with them, and the price will be the same. So I'm like, okay, I want to see if all that's true. I'm gonna probably do a lot of things to test their myth out. Cause I'm definitely one of them dudes that be like, I could definitely do 5 days here without taking anything down, having any gymnastics. You know what I mean? For real, yo, like it don't drive me the way. I don't have those notions no more. That's what I always say on my channel.
You a wild
I don't have those feelings the way I gotta get up and try to get something. You know. Y'all know right after school days drop. Like I gotta get some. You know what I mean? He ain't seen no parts of the potato.
See, you came in right at the right time. We was talking about pursuit, and you said you can be
Any chick I pursued didn't want nothing to do with me, dog. Cause I was going up. I was big game hunting. I was Pamela. It was one real light skinned track, cheerleading, valedictorian, gorgeous light skinned. Look like a skinnier, taller Debbie Allen. Gorgeous girl. 3 grades above me. You know what I mean? Dated the star running back. I had no chance with that. So I pursued. I didn't even pursue that. I was just always like, hi.
Man, you need to get with Richie Mack, man. Zoom to Thailand.
He need to get with me. I got what he got. I don't need to be chasing none of these dudes. I was talking about that too. I ain't chasing none of these dudes down.
Nah, man, he lives in Thailand.
Yeah.
So, to me, if I would feel like in a month, I would have it all. Like in a month. I already got most of it. Like I got the money part there.
Bot.
The money part easy.
Yeah.
Bot.
The bot, yeah. Like 100. I think 100 bot is like what, $5 or something like that.
So what food have you ate?
Chicken nuggets. That's it, really. This Airbnb, this dude ain't put no towels, no extra toilet paper.
You haven't ate no Thai food?
Dog, you gotta realize I landed last. Literally, I don't even think it's been 24 hours since I landed, dog.
Oh, okay.
Like I was telling you, if you get a chance to go out to get coffee, like on the side of what do they call? Not like a food truck, but an outside vendor. The coffee is actually a little show. It's what they do to the coffee. The coffee is amazing, but they put on a presentation when they give you coffee. It's like they pour from one cup to another cup, and they put it behind their back, and they spin. It's crazy as hell.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
I know you're gonna get a lot of content.
Yeah, I'm gonna try, bro. I'm gonna try. I had a few mishaps as far as like closed walls and what is it on this? I gotta take a recount of what. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, this happened, that happened. Like already, I took a mental note of like what not to do next time. Like when I land the chicks, and you know what I mean. Like I think you definitely got to pregame a little bit too. That for sure. I think I would definitely do next time. I don't know. I don't know yet. But all I know is when you call them, they do not come right away. That's crazy.
You just got there, man.
And then listen, when you go by the bar, and it's like, okay, obviously the purpose of this bar is to get you to go in there, but it's like, because San Domingo got those houses too. I don't want to get too crazy. We got them gymnastic houses too. And you can sit there and actually chill, though. To me, it looked like you had to purchase something. Couldn't do no chilling. That's what it looked like to me. The spots in San Domingo, they got those houses. The House of Teresa's called. You can go there, chill, just drink, play pool, whatever you want to do. Not pool, but you can go there, chill, drink. They even play the music that you like. You're like, nah, I ain't with that right now. I don't want no chick right now. I don't want to do none of that.
I
You know
think
what I mean?
I think when I talk to you Thursday for the update, you're gonna have a different outlook.
Hey, no, I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying it was the biggest part that was most shocking to me is when you call them, they do not come. Like for real, we were in McDonald's and the seagulls was coming in there, looking around, doing the same thing, like browsing. But when you call them, they do not come.
You a LI dude, man. You coming with you a LI dude, man. You ain't
What does
no
that mean?
Long Island, man.
There you go. There you go. You get me to start, and then you be sending me messages after the show. Yo, why you always like
Oh
damn,
man,
nigga.
no man. I'm just saying, man. You come in New York, man, and you in
In
Thailand.
front of the bus ass nigga.
This
Stop that. How was
dude.
your birthday, brother?
Man, it was lovely, man. I had a good time, man. No complaints.
Anyway, back to the women I seen on the show when it was on stage and you was all the way in a balcony and you was taking pictures of them. I wouldn't. They look like the type that definitely got their act together. Like they got their four what is it, 401k,
Talking
everything.
about that Women's Day fashion
Their
show.
money, huh?
You talking about that Women's Day fashion show that I went?
Those are like the ones you settle for. You be like, you know what? We're gonna live a good life.
Man, that's what you need to be looking for, man. Your
They're
pursuit,
not attractive to me. I'm
your
sorry.
pursuit is
I'd rather hold myself down and then just worry about my pay, my me making the money.
yeah.
And then, especially the ones on stage,
Drag
the
race.
one in the green with the long legs, they look like aunts to me. That's what I call them. They look like my aunts when I was younger. When you start discovering like you like bootying and you see the best aunt with the best booty, you be like, damn.
This dude here, man.
I'm talking about like when you're 12, you
Told
know what
you.
I mean?
Told you.
When you like 12, you know what I mean? And you be like, damn. Well, this is just like right when you looked at a toy and been like, I'm not sure if I want to play toys anymore.
But yeah, man, we're gonna get back on topic, man. The Thai update was great. I'm gonna talk to you.
You should be out here soon, brother. You should you're smooth ass.
I'm gonna
We spent way too much money on clothes.
I'm gonna come visit Thailand. I want to see what the Pattaya Beach is about. But
And that's another thing. I would suggest the dudes because there's a few. That was another thing I was shocked at with this joint trip. There was a few dudes that back there. I was like, damn. I kind of came out thinking I was gonna be like, nah, I ain't chilling with no dude.
Come
And
on,
then
man.
a couple other brothers that's already came in. Kind of linked up. That's funny, but it's true. It's like they're out here too. It's like, yo, what's up? How you doing? What's your name? And then you're just kicking it, and then be like, yo, give me your number, brother. I'll see you later. You know what I mean? I'll be back in the soon more the weekend. Freaky. All right, yo, Maas, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, dog. Them women and your videos and all, I ain't got nothing against them. Them Jill Scott chicks, but I'll surpass that, brother.
Hey man, you got your taste of what you like, and I got my taste of what I like, man.
Word up, halfbacks. I get you.
That's what makes us cool, man. Is you got what you do, and I got what I do.
Yeah, I don't care what the next man do with his joint. I'm not gonna do no whole lives on him either.
I ain't even talking. I'm not even talking about that, man. I'm just saying you got your pursuit. You got your pursuit of happiness, and I got my pursuit of happiness. And they different, but we got likenesses. We got likenesses, but our pursuit of happiness is two different pursuits.
Yeah, I feel you. I don't even pursue, like, I don't even know what that is anymore. Pursuing anything. I just know the little brief the stuff I used to think of like 15, 20 years ago is completely different now. Like my ideologies of the women, because like I said, it consumed so much of my thought pattern from like 14 to like 38. It was crazy. Light skinned, you know what I mean? Because I grew up, listen, since you always love Alan ass, I grew up with a lot of Latino women. More than the average, I would say, outside the New York or whatever.
Yeah.
So Latinas is right up my alley. So that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of the gripe the brothers made was that, yo, this, you dating and chilling with a poor woman. So there ain't gonna be no joint houses. Like if you marry her, bring her to the States, she could be seriously working at Target. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna get that joint 401k, the bonuses, the this, the that. I'm cool with that.
But see, Hey man, sometimes you gotta put yourself out there, man. If you want something better,
I have.
if you want something better, man. I mean, what, a handful of
Those
times?
women, I'm not intimidated over, so I can approach them. I do approach them. I be in stores kicking it, they be laughing. You real funny.
There shouldn't be no women that you intimidated by, man.
You bugging.
Man,
Those are the type I like is the ones that I see on TV.
she can't do nothing but say no. It's the only thing
Those women in your videos, I am definitely not afraid of saying hello and hollering at. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm in my 50s, dog. I'm done with the sister act chicks. I hate to say it. That's old, my old school days, like Spike Lee. I'm saying, like, this age, this is what I think all of our working has brought us to. Like, okay, it's time to spoil ourselves. That's how I viewed it. Like when I was like in fourth grade, you had teachers that was like 50, like, well, hey, what's up? How you doing? Where you going to summer, Mr. Anagami? And be like, oh, I'm going to France for 6 years or 6 months, and I'm gonna be like. I think it's time, like in your 50s, to be like, okay, all that work for. Let me see what it spoils it brings me. You know what I mean? Let me see
man.
what. Because if you still, I know dudes that are still grinding, like they really seriously talking about like, and you know what? Right around 68, I think I'll do a full retirement, get a part-time job, my part-time practice. Like, damn, how much do you plan on getting? Like, how much money is enough?
I mean,
I'm through it. I know a lot of those brothers right now that make more than me.
some people feel like there's never. I mean, money's never enough. But we ain't talking about money tonight. We talking about something else.
No, but it's all relative, dog. Listen,
Hold on, Tia. We didn't let you give us your Thailand update. We didn't got off topic. We got some ladies.
no, it's not. We talking about money, and that's all relative, dog. That's the first thing. If you talk about if she works at Target,
you talking about Thailand. We over.
No, I'm not. You're bugging. You're bugging again, as always. Listen, I'm talking about if she meet at Target, she's attractive. You gonna mess with her.
You talk about pursuing a worker at Target?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think. I mean, it depends on the woman, man. I don't think a woman working at Target is going because she work at Target is gonna stop me from talking to her. Because
have you?
Yeah, because but hold on. What I'm saying is, I'm not worried about how much money a woman makes.
Well, that's what I think what TMI is saying.
Yeah, I'm not worried about how much a money make because I'm not looking for no. If I'm gonna get into a relationship with somebody, I'm not looking for a roommate. So I'm approaching a woman knowing that I can take care of a woman. So yeah,
So you would be proud to tell dudes at the family union and all that. You know, you got to bring your woman everywhere and be like, yo, she's a supervisor at Target for the cash registers.
I mean, I don't think that. Yeah, I mean, if it's my woman, yeah, I'm gonna be proud. Why wouldn't I?
Okay, because you know how that always comes up with our people. You know what I mean?
Man, that's the thing about it. Just like you said, you just said that you don't care what nobody thinks about.
I don't, but we all black. I come from the same realms you do. I know dudes, you're not the only brother I know to get up every day in a suit and go and kowtowing and all that. And yeah. You know what I mean? So I know what it is. And like I said, the type of women I've seen in your videos and all of that is what I know a lot of dudes settle with because, number one, they got a good job. They're head RNs.
But see, that's what we talking about, not settling. We're not those dudes.
The fact of the matter, I think TMI is this. Like you said, once we hit our 50s, our mindset's a little different.
Yeah.
I know when I hit my 50s, like my first wife, my only wife I had, I cared about how much money she made. I was in my 30s. And this is like, yo, you got to come up with some money because we got bills to pay. But see, now in my 50s, I can care less. My woman, her money's no good here.
I can care less too.
Yeah, her money's no good here.
I don't care for
I care less too. But like I said, brothers around my way went after fat white women because they had good jobs. And they had a lot of money coming to them. So any type of anything, like I said, I can only go by what he showed. And for a man to go and show those type of women on his business, which is YouTube is a business, obviously he's looking at it like, damn, look at that one. Woo, look at that one. And I'm like, I'm just saying for you to show those women. I'm saying you were very fond of them.
I showed them.
Strong, black, older. I don't. That's another thing too. I'm
Man,
sorry. I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna switch
what
it
you
really
talking
quick.
about, man? It was a women's empower. It was a women's empowerment fashion show. Those
Yeah,
women worked for Kroger. Those were not models. Those were women who actually worked for that place, man.
they weren't. They
Yeah,
weren't models.
what's that?
No, I said they definitely weren't.
Yeah. So I don't understand what you're saying. It's content.
No. I'm just saying for you to show like 9 of them. I'm saying you obviously was attracted to one or two or 3 or 4 of them. So I'm just saying they were women of empowerment. So you showed the show. So I guess what you're trying to say, you just showed the show. You know, it wasn't like you was attracted to what you showed. Okay. Because they wasn't hating. That's all I'm saying. So I'm just like, whatever. But like I said, the conversations you having, and I'm gonna tell you something. Because I'm up. Damn it, the sun's up.
You up?
And
You definitely up.
people misconception. They think 'cause I kid around, I say everything on my mind. I always crack jokes. They think, okay, he's limited. Like there's a broad conversations I can have, and I do this with a couple dudes, and I be like, yo, man, this ain't it. That's how we end up getting into
No,
the
it's
talk
not.
of
It's not. It's
eventually.
you. I mean, some people say that what you do ain't it.
Do you say that?
But it don't.
Do you say that?
I mean, yeah, a lot of shit that you do ain't it. But I mean,
No. We're not talking about me not wanting to go bowling every Thursday.
We two different dudes, man.
We're not talking about me going bowling every Thursday. I'm talking about like chasing.
Yeah, what you chasing, what I chase is two different chases, man. Your chase.
Well, what is it? What is it? Okay.
Your chase ain't no chase.
Sound like you want to step it up and get funky. So what is it Aaron chases?
Aaron chases bad women.
Okay, it wasn't the women in that empowered movement.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to chase every woman that I have on my channel. I'm not trying to chase every woman that I come into contact with.
Why?
Because that's a young, dumb, and full of cum mentality.
To say hello, what's your name? Can I buy you a drink? That's young, dumb, and full of cum.
No. That's not what you're talking about. That's not what you're talking about.
How do you meet him then? What do you say when you meet him? What do you call chasing them? When she's pumping gas and you say, "Excuse me, miss, you know what? You have the gorgeous smile that I've ever seen in my entire life. Is there any way I can get your name and your number and take you to lunch tomorrow?" What is it you consider chasing? And how do you chase? How does Aaron chase?
That would be chasing. You chase with your wallet. I don't chase with my
wallet.
That's
crazy to me. That's crazy to me to want to get a number at a gas station and I'm chasing.
Who said I'm getting numbers at gas stations?
No one's saying you did. It was hypothetical, dog. It's almost like you have to have your shows on relay so you can sit back and watch like the last 6 seconds of it. Dog. No one's saying what I'm just saying, and hypothetical, like being in a gas station. I'm saying, how do you chase? How does Aaron chase his day to day? Does he? If you're a heterosexual man, I'm saying
how Aaron chases ain't the subject of what we're talking about. We're talking about when I've already explained my pursuit of women. You can know
what does that entail? What does that entail?
You can know some defensive tangent.
No, I'm asking you a question. I'm saying,
hold on, man. You can know some defensive tangent talking about the types of women that I talk to and the type in relation to the types of women that you talk to.
I'm asking you. I'm switching it now. What does Aaron talk to?
We got two.
What does Aaron talk? Okay, we're past that. That was literally like 20 seconds ago. What does Aaron talk to?
Women.
Wow, really? Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, that's okay. So I guess that's the basis of your show. So how do you? Okay. So what else do you want to go on about?
I mean, what do I want to go on about? What do you want to go out about women? How do you? How does TMI pursue women? What's your game? What is TMI game? Your wallet?
I just told you.
He said,
I just told you.
Hey yo.
I just told you. It's not
Hey, what type of woman is going to approach you with that type of game?
I never said, hey, yo.
I'm going up
in Thailand. I'm going up.
In Thailand? I'm going up what you said, man.
In Thailand, but we're not talking about Thailand, right? We're talking about how we pursue.
We're talking about whatever, man. We talking about whatever context.
Okay, how did Aaron go
TMI
about it?
want-
That's what we left
talking
off
about
at. How
whatever
did Aaron go about
context
it?
TMI want to make himself to look big. But how can you make yourself look big? You just said you don't have no game. You said that.
For the states. For the states. You don't either.
How don't I have no game?
Well, one, you drunk, and two, you don't.
Oh, this is T.
You drunk. We gotta have like your what's called.
Okay. My man is on a crazy tangent. I don't know what the hell is wrong with TMI.
I told you.
But,
What
his
did I say?
His internet went out.
You.
I don't know what's going on with I don't know what's going on with the internet in Thailand, but yeah. Thanks TMI for the update in Thailand, man. I'm gonna get back with you. But yeah, TMI's pursuit of women is totally different and on a different wavelength of what we've been discussing for the last hour and 15 minutes. So if anybody was, we got off the subject of what we're talking about, I apologize. I brought my man on here to give me an update about Thailand and what he did, but he wanted to argue with me about what type of women I want. And that ain't really what we was talking about tonight. So I apologize, y'all. Now back to what we was talking about. Pursuit.
Next time you will listen to
men
me.
Still pursue women. That's what we're gonna get back on.
Oh my
God. This dude took the show to a whole different level. I think I need another glass of tea. My man told me I was drunk, man. I haven't even drank none tonight, man. This dude is crazy.
I think you got two people watching now.
Yeah,
they rolled out.
Yeah, man.
They rolled out.
We had 8 people watching this, and my man T.I. came here and ran all our people out, man, talking about hey yo and ladies and stuff, Our show got derailed.
You did it. I told you.
You did tell me. I tried to get my homie, man. Now we back up to 5 people. TMI is out of that's my homie. I'm not gonna front. That's my homeboy. But yeah, having friends, everybody don't have to be the same. Everybody don't have to be the same. And yeah, but I sure got sidetracked. We had an hour and 28 minutes. We got 32 minutes left. Well, we know that we're going to have a part 2 to this series. And
yes,
what we were talking about is basically we were about to discuss leave them alone in terms of Western African American women and just Western women in general, because we're not we have people that watch us that some women only mess with some black women only mess with Caucasian men, and you got some black men that only mess with Caucasian women. So when we're talking about a broad range of black people. We're not just talking about black people who we would want that, but just not that's not our discussion. But
yeah,
I don't think I don't think I could ever bring myself to leave black women alone. I don't. No matter what I go through, I just don't. I don't think I'm never. Now I may marry a African, Pan-African, a woman that is black but is not from America. But to just say I'm just going to not pursue black women, I can't say that.
I can. I can say it.
You got a black woman.
I know, but I'm just saying, if I was in the game.
Yeah, and there are a lot of brothers that are saying that they don't want to deal with it and they are going to other nationalities of women. But I'm just from my, and I'm putting the call out to any black men that have given up on black women and only pursue women that are not black, we would love to talk to you. Please hit me on my email, maaspill@gmail. We would love to have you on here because I want to hear from the mindset of a man that has basically said, I want to know what point can a man be pushed to say that he doesn't want to mess with a black woman again.
Wow, I could have done this show a couple of months ago or a couple of years ago. Yeah, I could have done it.
Yeah, but I would like to hear that mindset because I know some brothers who date Caucasian women, who date European women, who date Russian women, but I wouldn't say that they have totally stopped messing with black women. But then I do know some dudes who will not, ain't going to date another black woman.
You know what? I think I got someone for you, man. I work with this cat on the weekend, and his folks are definitely from Africa. So I think he's first generation American. And he was telling me stories how not Middle Eastern chicks, but European chicks. He loves European chicks. So I'm gonna bend his ear a little bit, see if he still dates black women or has he ever dated black women.
And tell him,
but he loves European.
And tell him he doesn't have
chicks.
to come on camera. Tell him he can just have his mic on, and we can just ask him questions we want to ask him. But I really want to, because to say that that's a big step to leave them alone. I would say there's a certain segment of black women that I have left alone, but I don't know.
Well, it's definitely a turn. See, at our age, it's rare to find one of those. At our age, it's hard to find a chick that comes out the house with a bonnet on, that comes out the house with the fuzzy slippers. That's usually like the 20, 30 somethings.
Hey man, I didn't 40s and 50s. It depends on where you, like you say in the grocery, depend on what grocery store you go to.
Yeah, but are they in their 50s?
Go to the Giant in District Heights.
Well, that's the hood.
I'm talking about either one of them. The one that's go to either one of the Giants. I'm talking about the one that's right there on Pennsylvania, or the one that's up the street. Go to either one of them. I guarantee you see a 40 or some 50-some-year-old lady with a bonnet on. So it really depends on the demographics where you're going to. Because I can go to a couple of supermarkets and I know I'm not going to see a black woman with a bonnet on.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what you over reading?
Lindia. She said she said the same thing I went because it went to the left. She was like, "Yeah, I gotta go." I told her we back to the right now.
I tried to stop it, man. I tried to stop it. I couldn't, man. The only and I ain't want to do, man. But y'all, I don't know what happened to the internet connection. It just went out.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
You gonna listen to your boy. You gonna start listening to your boy, man, when I tell you. I think you should leave. I think you should leave the Thursday show for open mic night.
Yeah. But TMI jump back in, man. Your internet back together? Man, I hope it is, man. Man, I hope everything's, man. You was on like the 60-something floor, man. I don't know. But women. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever stop pursuing black women. And that's why I say, I mean, my one homeboy, I got a homeboy that I grew up with, and he was in the military. And he wanted me to go to, I was supposed to go to Pattaya with him for New Year's, but I didn't get to go. So I always said that I still wanted to get over there. So yeah, I mean, that's the reason I want to get over there. Because I just want to, I don't know. I don't know if I'm like you did, man. I don't know if I'm sitting next to no tiger or putting my foot on no alligator. I don't know if I'm gonna do nothing, but I mean, me, I just want to be immersed in different cultures.
And you know what's funny? The young lady that I was kind of dating in Thailand was actually, if you close your eyes, you would think she was black. You would think, because it's almost like she gave the appearance that she was always around black folks.
Yeah, some of them. I mean,
She,
some of them look
yeah.
black.
Yeah, but then there was a lot of them that was real thin, like TMI was saying. It's like, but this one, she looks like that old stereotype was like, yeah, her mama must have fed her cornbread and chicken. She was like that, you know, and she was actually shaped way different than a lot of the Thai women, and that was appealing to me because she looked like a sister.
That's what I'm saying, man.
So, yeah, so.
I mean,
they're out there.
Yeah, man. I mean, they out there. I mean, I want to go to London, and I wonder, are British black women different than American black women, or do they still have the same Western mentality?
It's a Western culture. It's still Western culture.
I would say that it's. I mean, yeah. So I mean,
you know, Europe is considered Western.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, I wonder how British black men feel, and are British black men coming to America in pursuit of African still descent women?
Nah,
they coming over taking acting jobs. So
they're doing that, but they don't want our women. They date white women. They don't.
Oh man,
you know,
the dude on Snowfall, he doesn't date white women. Idris Elba, he doesn't date white women.
The statistics show that black women and Chinese men are at the bottom of the totem pole of being married.
Wow. Chinese men
and black women are the lowest or the least married folks. And that's stats.
Wow.
So when you get these women who want to divest and go over to another country, they don't get that. They usually get scammed by guys who want their green card. They usually get scammed.
Miss 702.
What's up?
But so basically you're saying that when women when women divest and go outside of American black men, that a lot of times they get scammed.
If they say a black woman meets a man on a website and he's from the African nation, right? 9 times out of 10, that dude's gonna scam her. He gonna get that green card and he gonna bounce. Are white men from Europe, are they pursuing our black women? Probably not. Because I mean, it's the old adage of whenever you say you go overseas and you say black women, the first thing that people will say is, well, I watch TV, and on TV, I always see the neck popping, rolling. I always see the snapping of the fingers and the sucking of the teeth and the yelling at the man and stuff. And that's what they see overseas, and they think that's black culture. So are they pursuing our women when they see all this? Nah, they're not pursuing our women. Now, who wants to deal with that nonsense?
You're right.
That's nonsense. And again, if you haven't seen the beginning of the show, this ain't all women. I'm not talking about all women. I'm just talking about the majority of this. That's the one that's the face of Black women. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that people overseas, this is all they see. They see Big Mama.
But I mean,
They see
on the same hand for that, I mean, you can say that about Black men in terms of us looking at as ultra sexual.
yes,
And there's a lot of,
yes,
and I mean,
yes.
I hate to say it because I mean, I'm not a passport bro. I'm a traveler. I have a passport and I travel, but a lot certain stuff is given the passport bros a black. I mean, a black eye in terms
Yeah.
of travel.
But see,
In terms of traveling, and there
but
was
see, that's
I just hold on. I just seen a video where there was a guy that went to a fitness traveler that went to Brazil to do content, to do some fitness content, and he got robbed. And dude blamed Austin Holloman.
he didn't blame the person that robbed him. He blamed Austin, who was probably here in America.
I don't even think he's in. I know he's not in Brazil no more. But I mean, you never. I mean, but I mean, some people are saying that he got robbed because of the stuff that has happened. So, I mean, it's kind of it makes it hard to travel certain places.
Well, he got robbed. He got robbed because he was in the wrong place, wrong time.
I would hope so.
Yeah, that's why he got robbed.
I would hope so. But
Yeah. I mean, all the times I've been to Brazil,
you ain't never.
I don't even think folks looked at me.
But I mean, you're with a Brazilian woman.
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing, man. Because I remember, funny story. We went to the electronic district in Sao Paulo, and she said, "Babe, this is a real bad area." She said, "You may not want to talk too much. I don't want anyone to think you're American." And I'm looking at myself like, "Oh, you can tell I'm American. I don't have to open up my voice,
Right.
my mouth. You can tell,
Right.
you know." But the thing is that, you know, being from this area, being from not DC, but being in that, a lot of stuff I just don't fear.
Yeah.
I don't fear because I grew up hanging out in DC, especially DC when it was bad. If I can walk in DC in a bad neighborhood, what's Brazil's bad neighborhood? I'm like, whatever.
I mean, me coming up in my pursuit of growth, I mean, I had to live in a lot of places where the rent was low, but I had to live there because I was in growth mode. I was trying to grow in terms of my profession. I was trying to go to school. So it was, so I wouldn't even be fearful. I lived on Half Street.
Yeah.
In DC. I lived on Half Street in South Capitol. And if anybody knows anything about Half Street in South Capitol, I lived in Autumn Crest I lived in Autumn Crest across the street from New Dimensions in Atlanta in the SWATs in the early 90s. I done lived in a whole lot of different places. So that's the least of my concerns. I stayed on 68th and Winchester in the south side of Chicago. I stayed there for a year living with my aunt. So I didn't been in the trenches and going to another country. I mean, I always have my ears perked up as you know where I'm.
You pay attention to your surroundings.
Yeah. So,
but it gets back to, you're absolutely right. When I was dating the Thai chick, her image of Black folks was the videos. You know, the hip hop videos, the hip hop culture. And I'm like, well, you know, we're not all walking around holding guns sideways, shooting.
Right.
You know, not all of us are like that. But it's like what's on TV is the glorified version of certain people. Like you'll say trailer park trash. You say a hillbilly. they over exaggerate that image. So when you go overseas, they thinking that okay, you're a hillbilly, or you're trailer trash, or you're a rapper, or you're a sister
I
girl,
mean, but I would
and
say
that's
I think that when we're talking about some places, I think you're still gonna be looked at as a gringo wherever you go.
yeah,
So I mean,
it's how you carry yourself.
yeah, it's really it's really about how you carry yourself. Because like I said,
Yeah,
I go to the DR and I got peoples over there. Yeah, it's not even what I'm saying is I go to the DR and I enjoy going to the DR, but I got people over there. I go and I kick it in the So people go places for different reasons. And people have, everybody's an individual. What one person does when they go somewhere is not what another person does when they necessarily go there. So, I think it's a broad paint brush that you got when everybody gets classified into a certain category. And I'll never have problems. And I think me living in all these different places and knowing that when you live somewhere you're not from there, you got to come in respectful. You got to come in and see how people in this area live and what's
yeah,
cool and what's not cool. And I think that over the years of me living in all these different places and living in the trenches, that when I go to another country, I already know how to carry myself. So a lot of it comes down to your life experiences and I think that and that comes with in terms of women too, because I'm just speaking for me. But I always looked at it like it would have been a slap in my mother's face to bring somebody that didn't look like her, home to meet her. It's just me.
nah, nah. You'd be surprised. I don't think your mom will feel that way. And I
I
say
don't
the
think she
reason.
would, but I'm just saying me. That's how I feel. I always wanted to bring I always wanted to bring a black woman home to my mom.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what my mom told me years ago. Whenever I talked to her about my relationship or whatever, she just says to me, "It's your life. Whatever
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
you
yeah. And
happy."
I mean, and I don't believe that love and stuff like I don't think it has any color. I'm just saying that my personal preference is to pursue black women. It's just my personal preference.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. But I just say you don't. I wouldn't bring my mom into that
Oh, I mean,
because
yeah, but I mean that's my first representation of a woman.
yeah, it is. But I wouldn't like me when I date a woman. I don't worry about what my mom thinks. After she told me it's my life and I could do whatever I want, I bring home I bring home whoever I think is worthy of meeting my mom,
Right,
and that means that we're going to
right.
go the next step
What I'm
because
saying
you
is,
met my
yeah,
mom.
every woman I go out with don't meet my mom. So I
Bingo.
understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but yeah, I really don't know. I
So
mean, I think that's where we ended this off at. Leave them alone. I think that's a good stopping point for tonight.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's
Definitely got to have a part two to the show. Maybe glaze over some of the topics of tonight and take them into the next show,
yeah,
and come up with the next three
yeah,
or put the next three out there.
yeah. So
Um, I, I can definitely say I like the participation from the group,
yeah,
the people who joined in.
yeah. So we apologize for the technical difficulty, the sidebar conversation that we had. That wasn't the intent when we brought TMI on here we brought him on here to give us an update of how his trip to Thailand was. They got kind of sidetracked, and we apologize for that. Um, so yeah, with that being said, this was Women Part One, and I hope that we said something that from a male perspective, two different perspectives, 3 different perspectives, if you count TMI, of how people how black men pursue women. We hope y'all enjoyed the conversation. We're gonna continue next week. It's the 2 Aries.